From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Now Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Back to throw. Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Here we go. Let it.
To throw is Fields. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
From the 50, here's Fields. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
11 MT, take. Stop.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now
11,
here at home in Cincinnati.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT. 12. 11. 11 MT. Take. 11 MT. Don.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Now a first down carry for Harris. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Able to shake him off. And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Here we go, son.
A shotgun snap, Fields. They'll roll him out right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal from the 3. Now Fields going to move him around. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That's good for 28 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bengals at 11-5 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First catch so far by Chase. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
There on the tackle, Mika Fitzpatrick.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it, and to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
I'm one, ready? Let's get set. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. God.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. The
offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. On the give, this is Harris. Runs through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Here's Fields. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Here's Fields. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Myles Murphy. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
He's into space past the 25, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on fourth down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical
11,
play.
Gun. Stop. 11, 12, 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8. There, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now it's Fields. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Fields now to throw. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here we go. Good.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go, son. Right.
Looking to throw. Fields. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin from 8 yards out. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On one, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's caught inside the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. Shoves him away and just shedding him off there. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Fields. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. This is Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the gun, here's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Thomas. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Burrow on play action. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
11 empty. Gun.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield,
Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
Open man is Yoshivas. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
11.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there, with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this third quarter. McPherson on for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A give to Harris. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
11 MT.
Chase, the motion man right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
11 MT tank.
Here's a give up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll try again. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Chubb will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
This time, the extra point up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Go. You got a mini base. What? Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, here's Harris. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. This is Harris, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Fields. That is caught. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Fields going to change things up here. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. George Pickens from 8 yards out. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field?
Here we go.
And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready?
Here's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Chip sprint. Up, 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 up. Right.
Now Harris. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Back to throw. Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11, 11. Stop.
Throwing. Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
On 2.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. Shot.
Now Burrow.
He's got him in. Complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12. Shot.
Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
Here we go, son.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Pittsburgh, they get